There was a young man who couldn't sleep at night, not because of noise, not because of pain, but because his mind never stopped talking. Every decision became a debate, every thought became a prison. And one day, he asked himself a question that changed everything. What if I'm not supposed to fill my mind, but empty it? His name was Arjun, 24 years old, college graduate, unemployed. Not because he lacked talent, but because he couldn't choose. Every morning he woke up with plans. Today I'll apply for jobs. Today I'll learn that skill. Today I'll start working out. But by afternoon, the thoughts came. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail again? What if people laugh at me? His mind was like a crowded room, thousands of voices, no silence. He wasn't lazy. He was exhausted from fighting himself. One evening, Arjun sat in a park, watching people jog, watching kids play, watching life move forward, and he felt stuck. A stranger sat beside him, an old man, calm face, eyes that had seen storms pass. He didn't say anything at first, just sat there, breathing, watching the sunset. Arjun finally spoke. "Sir, how do you stop your mind from destroying you?" The old man smiled softly. "You don't stop it, you empty it." Arjun frowned. "What do you mean?" The old man picked up a small stone from the ground. He held it in his palm. "Right now, this stone is in my hand. I can feel its weight. But if I hold it too long, my hand will ache. If I hold it for days, my hand will forget what empty feels like." He paused. Thoughts are like this stone. They're not the problem. Holding them is. Some stones you were never meant to carry. The old man continued. Your mind is like a cup. When it's full of yesterday's worries and tomorrow's fears, there's no space for today's peace. You can't fill a full cup. You have to empty it first. Arjun looked confused. But how? How do I empty my mind when thoughts never stop coming? The old man stood up slowly. Stop carrying what's already behind you. Stop rehearsing what hasn't happened yet. Just be here. This moment is your only truth. He pointed at the sky. See that bird? It doesn't think about flying. It doesn't fear the fall. It just trusts its wings. See that tree? It doesn't worry about growing. It just roots deeper and reaches higher. You're not meant to control every thought, my son. You're meant to watch them pass, like clouds. Some are dark, some are light, but all of them move. Arjun sat in silence. For the first time in years, he didn't try to solve his way out. He just sat, breathing, listening, feeling, watching the leaves fall and trusting they'd land where they belonged. And in that silence, something shifted. A whisper he'd been ignoring finally reached him. Let go. That night, Arjun went home. He didn't make a new plan. He didn't create a new strategy. He just lay down and surrendered. The thoughts came. You're wasting time. You'll never succeed. Everyone's ahead of you. But this time, he didn't fight them. He didn't feed them. He just watched them like clouds passing through an empty sky. And slowly, they faded. Not because he defeated them, but because he stopped giving them a place to stay. The next morning, something changed. He woke up and didn't overthink. He opened his laptop and applied for one job. Not 10, not 0, just one. He didn't ask himself, what if? He just moved. Days passed. He didn't become perfect, but he became lighter. He stopped carrying the weight of every thought, every mistake, every fear. He stopped filling his cup with things that were never his to hold. He learned to empty it. And in that emptiness, he found space. Space for clarity, space for peace, space for what was always meant to come. Here's the truth most people miss. Your mind is not your enemy, but a mind that never rests, never sees clearly. You can't hear guidance when your head is full of noise. You can't receive new blessings when your hands are gripping old burdens. Discipline doesn't start with doing more, it starts with releasing more. Clarity doesn't come from finding answers, it comes from creating space. Empty your mind, not by force, but by faith. Stop holding every thought like it's precious. Stop replaying every mistake like it's destiny. Some thoughts are just noise. Let them pass. And in the silence that follows, you'll hear what you've been missing. A whisper, a knowing, a direction. Something that was always there, waiting for you to get quiet enough to listen. Arjun never became famous, he never became rich, but he became free. Free from the prison of his own mind, free from carrying what was never his to hold, free to receive what was always meant for him. And that was everything. So if your mind feels heavy today, if your thoughts feel like chains, remember this. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to fix them. You just need to release them. Let them go. Empty your hands. Clear your cup. And watch what comes when you finally make space. Trust that what's meant for you will find you. Trust that some doors close so better ones can open. Trust that your waiting is not wasted. It's preparing you. If this story touched your heart, hit like, share it with someone who's carrying too much, and subscribe for more stories that remind you of who you really are. Because sometimes the best thing you can do for your mind is to give it rest, and the best thing you can do for your soul is to let it breathe.